Welcome to our new episode of Pimping Ain't Dead. We're here today bringing you guys our new episode, introducing ourselves, trying to share a little bit of our stories with you guys, and hopefully you guys tune in and share and subscribe and do all that good stuff for us, okay? I want to introduce to my girls. Here are my girls. On my right, we have, introduce yourself here.
My name is Catherine, but people know me as Kat. I am the oldest of three girls. Could I give a brief?
Yeah, give it.
I'm a mother of four. I have three adult children and one 10-year-old, which I'm very proud of all my kids. And I'm proud of my sisters. And and that's Pila over here, Pila Nation.
Well, my name is Priscilla. They call me Pila Nation.
I love
the streets.
And the streets love her.
And the streets love me and be calling me up. So I'll be rolling up with my Luna. I have a dog named Luna. And I'm the baby of three. I unfortunately lost my brother 8 months ago, but we keeping strong because Pimping ain't dead.
Pimping ain't
dead. JJ. Love you. And yes, Cece.
Cece's next. We have right here. Introduce yourself.
I'm Cece. I'm the middle child. That should tell you everything. I got two sisters. I have a grandma. And yeah. And I have a food truck, and I run it with my sister. So pull up, Lomos on Wheels.
Lomos on Wheels.
I'm a grandma too. I forgot to mention that. Sorry.
Oh. And I have a child named Rennie Ramos. And a daughter-in-law.
And a grandson. So cute.
And yeah, that's my fam.
All right.
I'm shy. Carrie, the youngest of the sisters. And yeah.
What do you do?
You
a hustler?
I'm a hustler.
Oh, I forgot to mention that.
I'm a hustler.
I'm pretty sure we're all hustlers right here.
She's always busy.
I'm always busy.
She's managing her time.
I'm always managing my time. Always on a schedule. Always have something to do, and always trying to boss these two.
And
And I'm the baby.
She ain't my boss.
I'm the boss.
She's all about her
Big little sister.
She's the big,
little sister.
She's all about her sisters. I know that for a fact. Her sisters, her nephews, and nieces.
Yes,
Well, my name is Veronica. I'm Peruvian. I'm a single mother of four. I work, of course. You know, this is
Our whole life.
something that I wanted to do to kind of, introduce ourselves, kind of give you guys, a little introduction of how it was to grow up in the Valley. I have three sisters. I'm also, well, you could say I'm the middle child, right?
Yeah. Problem child. Come here, give me papa.
They call me the black sheep of the family, but yet
Definitely middle.
I'm the last person my mom has to worry about.
Exactly.
But we're here, so we're just gonna randomly talk about different things. Let's see what topics we come up with. Growing up in what we call the San Fernando Valley.
East side out there.
Yeah, a lot of us grew up in different part of the valley. So let's start with Kat.
Sure.
Kat, tell us a little bit more how you grew up here. Give us a little bit of your story.
So,
And being an older sister.
okay, I was the older sister of three girls. Growing up, I was kind of a little bit everywhere. I was in the Bay Area, in Florida, Bay Area, back over here. So finally, when I was about 12 years old, I told my mom that I needed a place that I can call my home, something that I can have friends that I grew up with, and we settled in Van Nuys.
And we went from Florida to Van Nuys.
So Van Nuys, when we settled in Van Nuys, I took it very serious because I needed somewhere that I can call it my root, and I started making friends, and whatever friends came along, the ones that lasted are probably still in my life, and there's a lot that there's no longer in my life.
Oh well.
But I am very proud.
Big ol' well.
I am very proud to say that I grew up in Van Nuys. Nothing to do with nothing, no gang activity, nothing. But that's the city I grew up in. And
That's the city we love.
that's the city I love, and
That's where my heart belongs.
that's where my heart belongs.
The heart of the valley.
That's part of me. That's part of me. But I definitely could say I could be a Bay girl too if I want to. I'm a 49er low-key fan.
Woo?
But other than that, I'm the oldest of 3. I have 2 sisters that are like freaking. They think they're the boss of me because my mom was like that. So even though I'm the oldest sister and I'm like 44 years old, I got sisters. I got sisters that be checking my location, kind of don't let me be, can't live my life. I'm kidding. But
You're the little oldest.
I'm the little oldest.
You're the little
We
oldest.
just love each other. It's just
But
sister
I am
love.
We're
still
just
the
obsessed with each
but I'm
other.
still
That's
the
what it
manager
is.
of the family. I don't give a fuck what
She
anybody has
is.
to say. I'm the manager
That's
of the
what's up.
family.
She is.
And
She's mommy.
yeah, and
Mami, papi.
I love my sisters. We're really close, even though we fight hard. Because when we fight, but we're still very close, and we love each other no matter what.
Love hard.
And if anybody, that's for sure. I probably won't be talking to neither of my sisters for days, weeks, whatever it is. But if I
Years.
but if I hear someone messes with any one of them, something comes out of me, and nothing of that even like gets involved.
course,
And
all
I'm
the time.
very protective with my sisters, regardless of whatever situation I'm in.
Woo woo.
We're basically obsessed with each other.
Somehow.
Woo woo.
All right, now
Let's
let's
see.
go with
Pila Nation all day.
Pila Nation.
This Nations.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm the baby of 3, now 2. It's me and my sister. Rest in peace, Diego Rivera, A.K. Laster. I love you, Pimping ain't dead.
All day.
All day, every day. I come from a dysfunctional family. Sorry.
I think we all do.
We all do. You know, that's what, probably relay on so much things.
What
That's
do you
probably why
consider dysfunctional? What do you consider,
Like
that.
domestic violence, drugs, alcohol, gangs, a lot of things, because I come from the ghetto, but not the ghetto. It's Canoga Park.
Slash West Hills.
Slash West Hills. What's up? And a little bit more about myself.
I have a question. How was it growing up out here in Canoga? Because
It was very
Just because
tough.
Noah's growing up.
It was really tough because at the time, when my parents divorced, it was just when all the drugs started coming out and everything, So I know a lot of people that do drugs. It's fucked up because life is beautiful. Look at us sitting here sharing. This is therapeutic for us,
It's a therapy session.
And it's beautiful, but
so you saw them deteriorate little by little.
yeah, and I want to break this chain.
Yeah.
I really want to break this chain and say no more. This is it. But it's kind of hard now. I do not need rehab. I could do it on my own.
Yeah,
I've
because you
gone
have
to
the spirit.
Texas before, and I've came back, and I'm very religious.
The only reason why I asked because my son has been on this side of the valley for
And
over
yes,
14
he
years.
loves Lanark.
And he loves
He loves
and this is where he has grown up. He went to school here, all his friends are here, and he's a part of the community. He plays basketball. So
He teaches
that's
kids how to play
that's my fear of when my son leaves to the park, of him getting influenced by the people
By
around
others,
him.
exactly, by others, yeah.
So-
Pila Nation's
But
taking
Pila Nation,
over.
I keep our relations on hand.
All right.
I can honestly tell you, I feel like it starts from home.
It does.
Start from home.
I think
It really does.
if you're open-minded to your child about what really life is, and I think Noah doesn't have a problem with that because
he sees it all.
He sees it all.
He knows
He's
what's up.
very aware of what goes on in our dynamic. When he sees us 3 conversating,
He wants to be there?
This guy opens his eyes like he's intrigued on what the sisters gotta say. Right? He just wants to know. He wants to know the drama, the chaos. He's just so
Who
involved.
said what?
And our kids.
Don't even call
Le sale los reyes. Le sale los reyes. Le
Yeah, and
sale
our
los
kids
reyes.
have been around people that smoke marijuana all their lives. So to them, it's either going to be a choice because they know what it is.
Right.
So you can always influence them. Hey, I encourage you not to smoke until you turn 18, until you graduate high school. You can always encourage that. But at the end of the day,
see, he doesn't see it like that because it's something that we all enjoy because the kids smoke. So
Yeah.
it's it brings happiness out of all of us because that's how we entertain each other.
Yeah,
It's
it does.
smoking. My nieces come over. Hey, we roll a blunt or we just smoke. It's just something we do because we love each other, and they know. You know what I mean?
and it's different from us growing up because weed was such a bad thing for us growing up.
Yeah, it was a
But-
bad thing for our parents.
And it was such a hassle for you guys to go
It was,
and get
so
it. 'cause it
awful.
was-
Also, but nowadays, if you have to aim it towards a different direction because it's there. It exists.
in every corner.
It's legal. So
There's
just like
fucking
alcohol.
signs.
There's everything.
Honk if you want a fucking discount. So it's
Like nowadays, like in high
everywhere.
school,
Honk if you want a discount.
It's true. You can fucking go down Canoga, bitch, and there's a sign. There's someone out there, literally. Honk if you want a discount. They'll give you honk. They'll
Hey,
give you
don't
a
talk about
ticket.
Canoga like that.
I'm not talking about Canoga. That's
Yeah,
great
yeah.
advertisement.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, it's everywhere.
No,
it's in
because
every
we're-
corner. It's in every stop sign. You see that green cross, you know you're getting weed there.
Why would
They do. Why
Right?
would they? Because it's just like it's considered like it's probably under the same topic of alcohol, but it's just that it's not federally or whatever it is. It's still not a normal thing to do. But I could just so I could I say it as I'm not gonna say I have a key to fucking creating great kids because I don't because nobody.
Yeah,
does.
of course, nobody
But being that I have adult kids and my kids probably smoked when they were younger, but I never allowed it. Once they turned 18, they graduated from high school. They did.
They got a job.
They got a
They
job.
could buy their own
we
sack.
All, we can all gather up and smoke ourselves a blunt because we're all adults now. And you gotta. I do smoke. Yes, I smoke with my kids once they became 18 and they all finished high school, and it's just a norm. You know what I mean?
But it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Why hide? Be
Yeah,
yourself.
why? Be yourself,
Be
be straight
yourself.
up.
That's what we
Yeah, same.
If they're gonna smoke, let them smoke.
marijuana for anything other than just like the smoke or like there's other.
No, we just have fun. We all just.
Do we look like? Do we look like we just smoked? No. We look normal, right?
Like I remember like when I was a kid, like my pops would put like leaves inside the alcohol.
Yeah.
You know, like the marijuana leaves, and I remember like.
Rennie's grandma.
And for some reason, when
Rennie's grandma used to take his dad's weed and put it
So
in
like
her
a medicine
alcohol.
remedy.
Shout out to Mechita.
My mom would be
Rennie.
like, cuando tienes moto, like, let me know.
But my mom was so against weed.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
my
was.
mom would find my shit. She'll fuck me up.
She was so against weed
Encontré tu
because
mierda en el bolsillo. con
it
tu
was just
pipa,
like the worst thing in her
drogadita.
eyes.
I think.
And
in
I understand it
most of
because she
our
came from a
Peruvian
different
moms.
culture, different country, and to her that was like the worst you could ever do.
Yeah.
Hi, Pimping ain't dead.
But,
Yeah.
Pimping ain't dead.
but that's what it is, and you just have to. I guess it's the society is different because it's there, so you either go with it or you go against it.
Yeah, you just have to be real with them. You have to
Okay,
be
so back to
very
the topic
blunt
of
and
how it
real
goes,
and
yeah.
let them know, hey, you know what?
The reality
this is
of it,
what this is what happened. You know what?
When you try to hide something and he sees it,
That's when they're gonna be curious.
exactly.
That's
Be
when they're
real
gonna be
because
curious.
now they have
Yeah.
choices.
It's all around
And
that
I've always
thing.
told Rennie that. And I knew Rennie. I know Rennie's personality. I know Rennie's genes as well. So therefore, I was always open with Rennie.
Yeah.
Because
Well, what
I'd
about
rather
no
me
kids?
give him weed than him putting
There you
himself
go.
in danger
There you
because
go.
I was bad. So I'd rather just like, or why go stand outside a weed shop or tell someone to buy you weed when I can get it for you. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
yeah.
So it's different things. Just because I know Rennie's dad, you know, and I know myself when I was little, I made it act because I rather him be real with me.
Yeah.
But I never
Yeah.
smoked with him till he's what 18.
When my kids started
And
going
that was
to
like
middle
he was
school,
like
yeah. When
Uncle
they start going to
Lolo,
middle
like,
school,
"Mom."
I told them when they started going to middle school, I told them if you guys ever have any curiosity on knowing, come
you
to
can't
me.
lie to your kids because
Why?
when they
Because I'll
face
be a
reality,
hypocrite.
it's a culture. It's something different.
Oh, Mama,
it's a
I feel like a
Yeah.
hypocrite because
I see pain.
I've done it all my life.
That's the part. That part.
You know,
Yeah.
and I will explain to my kids why.
Yeah.
The reasons why I smoke or why I'm normal or why does it looks like I haven't smoked. I don't do it because I want to get that high or I want to be
No.
like this. I do it for many reasons, for PTSD reasons, for other type of, and so I explain that to them.
Weed is
Look,
motivation.
Yeah. You know, it's just,
It's
you know,
motivation
yeah,
for
yeah.
me. I can wake up, drink coffee, smoke a joint, go do what I have to do, and I can go do what I have to do while I'm smoking. I do, but I do what I have to do.
Yeah.
Smoking or not. So it's. I just smoke weed.
I know a lot of
Overnight.
females that smoke weed when they're pregnant.
After, of course, but
Of course, yeah.
I just honestly, I feel like as a woman, as a mother, like I think probably like when the acknowledgement that you have of you carrying a child, you should probably respect those couple of months.
Oh no, I don't smoke.
You know
when
what
I'm
I mean?
pregnant.
Like be, trying to do. I'm not gonna say I probably smoke weed
Right after birth.
right after.
Pass the blunt.
No, Catherine, I'm not gonna lie.
PTSD for sure.
That's why I remember recently they had this program where they're giving like these new drugs to women for PTSD for pregnancy, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm asking.
Really?
I don't think
I never had a kid.
To me, I couldn't smoke weed while I was pregnant because I would start coughing and my stomach would fucking hurt. I would be like, My baby was like.
But then you feel guilty as well. That's where guilt comes in. That even
Yeah,
when you're
that's where
pregnant,
guilt comes
even when
in.
you're pregnant,
You're
it comes.
right.
You feel like your child's
Yeah.
coming out of you.
But I did it because I had a headache, and I didn't know what the fuck to do. She did it because
But I don't remember you smoking weed after Jeffrey or after Desiree. I think it was mostly after Matthew, because not even Leanna, because that wasn't
I
your.
think like after Jeffrey
that wasn't-
and Desiree,
yeah, it's true.
weed
Yup.
wasn't so easy to get.
Yeah.
So it wasn't always at my at my
your hands, yeah.
Like we can run to the corner and go to the shop.
right.
That's what I'm saying. For you guys, it was always a hassle
It
to
was-
get
it was
weed. It was a
harder.
mission. You would get ready,
yeah.
get in your car, go call this person,
In
go
the
call that
90s,
person.
smoking weed was fucking a mission.
And even early 2000s.
When you didn't have a weed connect.
No, it's
Oh my God.
because
But see,
the
for
weed
Pila's
connect will
different.
only be
Pila's
available
different.
from 2 p.m.
He doesn't know what we're
talking
talking
about.
about.
Yeah, she don't even
I don't
know that.
smoke
The
weed, but I know
connect
the
would
get
only
down
be
with it,
available
for
from
sure.
2 p.m. all the way
That's
to like
it.
maybe 1 a.m.
then-
And don't call
then you
him
have-
after
if you
that.
get another connect, you have to call their friends to see.
then, oh,
it
And
was a
sometimes they'll put you
mission.
in shady situations that you would have to like.
All to get some stress with some
and
seeds
all,
in that
and all
bitch.
to get a little line.
So you
Seeds, bitch.
She go hell no, like,
Brown.
take shit back.
Look, if you had a good connect, then you would get chronic.
So consider your guys.
And if you had a chronic connect, you better take care of that shit.
consider
better
yourself
take-
And
blessed.
my people know. My people know about the chronic
Let me know, let me
connect.
know, let me know.
Ooh, on Kester and what is it? Heart.
Damn.
No, Kester and Valerio. Kester and Valerio. Kester and Valerio.
So Pila,
Those
you
were
had
the
it
days.
easy. Now
You used to
Wait,
go 20
I have
bucks.
it easy now because you guys want to know
on
something.
Kester and Hamlin. What was it?
No, Kester and Valerio. Remember, I used to go in real quick. Ba, ba, ba.
But by the high school, there was one connect that I remember a lot of people would go to.
You
He
still
was
remember
never
him,
my
bro?
connect, but there was other people's connect, and he had good weed. So I
Yeah,
would have
okay,
to go
yes,
to
but it
other
was
people.
yeah, okay, but you would get it right
was
there.
he?
On Kester and
Oh my
Valerio.
goodness. Okay, well, I want to say something. I'm in my 20s.
We might live in the different parts
you
of the
know,
valleys,
like, I'm the baby right here. What's up?
No, how young are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, okay, 24. Yeah,
24,
that's.
banging.
I'm
What's up?
37. I'm 37.
I'm 44.
Foe zero.
Me too. We're both 44.
You're both
78.
44. Oh my God,
We actually-
double digits, angels.
We and her grew up together.
What's up? Feminine.
Yes, we did.
Me and her grew up together as kids.
That's your homegirl, like.
Like we
When
grew
we
up
went-
together.
when we
That's like family, yeah.
But I'll tell you this much. I am fucking
looking
weird.
down.
I am weird.
We're both the same.
I don't like, I don't know, some reason I don't attach to people as easy. So I was always a weird teenager.
No, she wasn't.
I was awkward.
I don't think you were awkward. I think you were very selective.
Yeah, you're selective. Like,
because you did have a lot of friends.
For so many
It's because it was the type. It's the type of friends that.
Come on, bitch, you got chola portraits.
It's the type of friends that took you.
With hella bitches in there.
It's the type of friends that took you.
It's true.
You're a bad bitch.
Because I think that you
Hey,
know.
she got chola portraits with hella bitches with red lipstick.
Back to
What were you guys called?
Wait, back.
Shit, I don't know.
Okay, she got a name. Okay.
I remember. I remember.
Oh my God,
Pimping ain't dead. Pimping ain't dead.
Of being raised in the valley, but in different cities, because you were raised in
Panorama.
Panorama City, yeah.
She went to Sepulveda Junior High.
Yep.
I went to Van Nuys Junior High.
I went
to junior high, not middle school.
Middle
Carrie
school.
and Pila,
Went to middle school.
middle school. You guys have the middle school.
I did the last year of junior
Wait,
high.
wait, what
No,
middle
I went the
school?
first year of middle school. There you go.
Okay, well, yeah.
Carrie, what
did
middle school?
My shit was
I went to
junior high.
Van Nuys Middle School, and that's always been my favorite school my whole life.
I went to Van Nuys Junior High.
I went to
I went to
Sepulveda.
Van Nuys Middle
I went
School.
to Columbus, Christopher Columbus School.
AKA Canuga Park Middle School now.
I could have gone to Monroe, but my mom didn't want to send me to Monroe.
See, I was enrolled in Monroe High School, and I cried for a week straight because
Yeah?
I did
Why,
not,
you didn't want to be there?
I did
Dude, I
not
went
want
to
to be
fucking
there.
My
Birmingham
mom
and I got jumped
was
the first
like,
week I was
no
there.
vas a ir a Monroe. And I'm the same way. Because my kids, both of they wanted to go to Monroe, and I was like, no vas a ir a Monroe.
You're like, well, my mom
No.
told me you're doing this.
To be honest, no disrespect, but Panorama City is the city that I hate the most in the valley.
You know what? It is.
I'm
It
just
is
kidding.
very.
Only because we lived there on Ross.
Shut up.
And no, not to like disrespect anyone. It's just like I always saw it as like a dirty city.
It is.
It is a dirty
Super
city.
dirty
I
city.
think that's where like the homeless started coming from.
It is. It is.
know,
dirty.
With my youngest, I
If you
did
go
it a
to
little
Van
different.
Nuys, where Panorama Mall is, and all that
exactly.
area right there.
All right, I've been
all
I bet you that
that,
I bet.
Roscoe and like there's Tobias.
all that.
I grew up
We always
in
say.
Van
I
Nuys.
always say if
Band-Aid.
there was like if there was like a fire
To me, my
in
goal
one
was
of
to
those
get over
buildings,
here,
Yeah.
thinking that Canoga
that
Parque
area
was a good
would
area.
catch on fire.
I did a little different with the little one. I send her to the most ghetto school there could possibly be.
Ooh,
With my youngest, I send her to
Lincoln Heights.
To Lincoln Heights, Sereno.
where's that?
Why?
Boyle
Why?
Heights.
though?
Sereno, Boyle Heights. Out
Why?
there.
Why?
I did it because she
don't know.
was able to join a magnet program, and
Oh.
she's the one that had the best high school years out of all of them. She did the whole
great.
9 yards, and she actually loved going from the valley to LA because it was a
different culture.
culture difference.
And
for
when
her.
you do go to LA, you do feel different.
Yeah,
it's
you do.
crazy.
You feel like
You feel out of place.
Don't you feel like a
Estoy
straight
en
valley
México,
girl?
estoy en México. En los callejones, ahí los callejones. I'll be like, okay.
That shit's expensive. The alleys are expensive. There's nothing cheap.
and shit. Nah,
There's nothing
boy,
cheap about
that's
this.
expensive. Like shit.
Them alleys be getting you. They be swearing.
They try to
They do.
fucking play
They
you.
try to
Try
swindle
to
you.
sell real
It's
gold
all
all
a
the
hype.
time.
It's all a hype.
It is a hype.
It's all a hype.
It's a hype.
Yeah. But it was,
there's
it
nothing
was
cheap.
worth
But it
for
wouldn't
her.
be Cali
She did
without
the,
LA.
she did the best. Yeah, she did the
Yeah.
best.
That's good.
I do.
That's
I
good
do.
though. That's good.
She said that
How about you, Riddle?
Well, my kids. Well,
that's
I'm
kinda
Panorama.
They all went to Monroe?
Yeah.
No,
Why?
they went to Panorama.
Why? Because I used to have my kids around here. Like, let me see. You know, I used to always,
Winnetka.
like Winnetka around there, but they used to always get bullied.
Oh, okay.
She had to transfer.
Always bullied. So when I put them back with, you know, all the ghetto-ness, they kind of
adapted to it.
they kind of adapted to. So both my boys went to Panorama. My oldest was going everywhere. He went from Fulton to Panorama, but Panorama is the school that I'm sticking to right now. Why? Because why?
Gabriel
you
and
have
JJ
great
done
kids.
great. In
Yeah,
Panorama
because they
City.
went to well, because of the coach there.
Yeah.
The coach in the Panorama High,
Probably like
he's
sports and
oh my
stuff?
God, he's awesome. He's a great mentor for them. He picked up Gabriel. Like he helped
helped
me
his
with
brother?
Gabriel. He helped me
that's beautiful.
so
When
much
you have
with
another
Gabriel.
brother, you know?
Yeah, Gabriel's like so responsible.
Lester.
So now I'm sending him Miguel. So right now Miguel's so that's why I'm sticking to that. The principal knows me, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know.
If you're known,
But
like
and then
that's
the
for kids,
teachers
nothing you
know
should do.
me. There's a art teacher, Velasquez. He's known here in the valley.
Okay.
And he also works there. So that and my son works there. So I
That's
kind
awesome.
of
There's
know.
connections.
That's the
We live in a
only
small world.
yes.
It's
But
awesome.
it's but my son's a
small
security
world.
guard
Let me
there, so there
fucking
he
tell you.
know, we hear a couple of stories, you know, but.
Let
I
me
remember
tell you.
I worked in Panorama
What
City for
I
many years.
like about that school is it's a bunch of Central American people and a bunch of that, but we tend to kind of be a little bit more united.
Yeah.
I
Like
love
Latinos,
unity. You know what? When I graduated
Like
high
when
school,
I
got
go over
unity
there,
award.
I
It's
don't
like the
see the
parents
kids
are-
like bullying
did
other
very
kids
much
unless
with
it's
you.
like Blight Street kids trying to bug other kids. But I've gone there, the parents, like all football games, even away games, all the parents were there.
They're very supportive.
Very.
supportive and together.
It's like, and the
family.
kids are
Yeah.
they're not
They
like
know how to be
bullies.
humble.
They're
Super humble.
Yeah, super humble.
Super humble.
They
so
know-
that's the only thing I like, because when I will put them in schools, you know, like the good areas, they will always come back.
That's when
home.
no, you
Let me
can't
tell you
be
something.
like
Catherine would never deal with
dedicados.
that. Catherine would like. My mom was the one always going to the
Go
schools
with the
because my
flow.
mom wanted the kids to go to Catholic school. So Catherine
was
would
my mom.
work to provide for her kids to go to Catholic school, as well as Jeffrey went to Alamany.
Yes.
But see,
But that's
but
good
you know
for
what?
My kids were Catholic school kids, but one thing I'll tell you this much: I let my mom
Props
deal with
for
a
you.
lot of it because
Props to you though.
to be honest with you, I was being bullied by those Catholic school moms.
Yeah.
I got
Because she was young.
Because I was the youngest parent with tattoos, not married. I was out of place.
Going to
school.
picking up kids.
So they were. I had the parents would not respect me. So that's why.
Because you're like,
That's
me,
why but I think they fucked it up for me because that's why I don't like dealing with schools or school activities or. 'cause
My
they
mom
fucked
would
it up
deal
for
with
me.
it.
You
My
do.
mom would
I
deal
But
with
those
it.
bully ass parents did that for me. But all I was doing was just trying to give my kids a better education. Jeffrey went to Alamany all the way to fucking
Junior year.
10th, 11th grade.
That's
Yeah.
I got him out of there because honestly I couldn't.
He
afford it
wasn't.
anymore.
No, aparte that he wasn't afforded anymore. That's when he was having an
He
episode.
was having because
So
I'll tell you
Catherine-
this is the difference.
He
your
wasn't
kids
having
are
a
not
good grade.
rich, when you don't come up from a household with parents that have money. I was just trying to give my son a better education, but he was surrounded with all these spoiled kids that had money
And drugs.
that had they had.
Easy access.
See, yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at Rennie. Look at Rennie when he went to El Camino. He wasn't rich.
I experienced with
That's
him.
why
He
that's the
wasn't
problem.
rich.
Yeah.
And
That
then
was
when
my
Rennie
problem.
tried to play soccer for them, the coach wasn't a supportive coach because
Oh my
why?
God,
Because
I
I
love those
wasn't
coaches.
because
Shout
I
out
wasn't
to all
putting
those
in
coaches
money.
that help
I was
the local
fucking.
people
Then I went to
straight up.
fucking jail, and then so you know what I mean. No one was looking out for him, like pushing.
They
him.
do
So,
stereotype you.
Yeah, they stereotype you all the way. Soccer moms, fuck you.
No, they do.
No.
And I had
El
that
Camino
issue.
moms también.
No, I had that
Hey,
issue
but that's why
because-
El Camino the principal got in trouble because he was stealing the money from the parents or from the
Shut up.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Is it a
went
charter?
under.
It's chartered,
chartered.
yeah,
Yeah,
because they were gonna
because
close
I'm
down. They were
sorry.
gonna close down, and I think if you read into it, I think the Kanye West or someone of the Kardashians funded the school again
Oh,
to
'cause-
keep going, and it became charter, something like that. I could be wrong, but I heard
No,
something
I
like
think
that.
you're right.
I could be
Yeah,
wrong,
they
but I
found
heard-
out that they were stealing the money.
They were
Someone was
So
stealing money from there.
That school was gonna close, and it became
Damn,
charter.
fuck her for be stealing money from the
School system.
So,
Well,
so,
the government
so
and
a
the
little
school
bit,
system
a
is
little bit out of
like
subject.
if you're gifted, you're gifted.
Change your subject.
Let's change the subject on these
Okay.
kids' school because fuck them kids.
Yeah.
Good at school.
Fuck them kids.
LAUSD just
So let's talk about other things that a lot of people don't like to talk about, or it's not mentioned, or don't
do it.
even acknowledge the fact that this
yeah.
exists.
let's do it.
Generational trauma.
Ah, puta madre.
I
I ignore that bitch, but I'm good.
No,
with
I
her.
actually-
we're good.
We're
Actually,
good.
I'm gonna speak for myself as
Okay, sister.
as the oldest child to a single parent mom that had a lot of generational trauma. It affects people. It affects your children. It affects you, and it keeps going. And it keeps
Like
going
the
like
chain,
a cycle,
like
a
I
chain.
said, that I want to
So
break. Yeah.
my mother was basically an orphan as a kid, and I never understood that. And I was always really selfish
Okay.
when it came down
When
to
did
that.
you learn that?
Sorry.
Now, as an adult.
When you went to Peru?
It's growing.
When I went to Peru, it was really tough for me to actually
This is
visit
why I
people.
don't go to Peru.
No, it is. It was actually really tough to visit
But my
people
sisters
because
have a different outlook on it.
every place that I would go to always had something negative to tell me about the person that raised my mother, which was her
Wow.
aunt. Okay,
is
but the thing is
crazy.
this. My mother taught us all
To love her.
So to me, it was like
Oh,
so
that's
hard.
beautiful.
So hard to go to someone's house and say, "Oh, your aunt did this to your mom. Your aunt did this to that," and I'm like, "Wait, my mom's not here. I can't ask her what happened or what exactly did. All I know is at first I would be so upset and so hurt, like, oh my God, how could she do this to my mom? I'm gonna fucking seek revenge. But you know, at the long run, I said to myself, my mom taught me how to love her, and no matter what,
And how to forgive.
and how to forgive, no matter what. I start
If
telling
one
these
thing
people.
my mom did teach me was forgiveness. My mom was a little strong.
I start telling all these people, and they were all family members, on how I did not want to hear it. My mom taught me different, and I love her for who she is, and period. If my mom would have taught me, don't do this, don't trust her, don't do that, it's different.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you did see where the trauma was coming from.
I did know, I did see the trauma where my mom.
And the reality of my mom's reality.
my
which was
mom's
trauma.
reality, and I never understood it. I was always really selfish. Like, she would always tell me, "You're so lucky you have me. You're so lucky you have a mother." And I would look at her like, "So why are you throwing that in my face? How is it that I have to be?" But now that she's gone, I actually understand her.
May she rest in peace, Mama. I have a picture of her on my phone.
Oh,
I do. Like, you put flowers.
That's how you know
By
you're
the
meant
way,
to be.
my mom was awesome. Everybody
she was.
loved her.
love you,
And
Mama.
she was
I
fun.
I remember
what-
her
my mom is a
advice.
different-
Her last advice she gave me had to do with my daughter's dad and all that situation.
Yeah.
And listen to
My
me.
mom to me is
Oh, I love you, Cece.
Yeah.
Well, it took me a while, but I'm actually at peace with the fact that my mom is in heaven, and it's sad, but
It's sad, I
it's
know,
sad,
I'm
but
just
it's just
saying.
accepting it and being okay with it. It just makes it better, but it takes a minute. You can't just do it overnight.
I just know she
it
raised.
just never goes away.
It's
What are you
never-
talking about? It's not an overnight process. That's
She raised.
it's never gonna go away.
I'm sure
But
that
you learn how to just
as the
cope with
years-
it, cope with it. You
Can I
become
talk?
Strong.
Yes, baby.
My mother raised 3 strong women.
Yes.
And we
Amen.
all have a little bit of her in us.
Yes.
And that's why we're able to. We stay
You guys
strong.
stay strong.
Regardless of what we go through, we fight, we talk crap,
I
we
love
do
you
this.
guys. I love you
we stay
guys forever
but we
and
stay
ever.
together forever for our mom and for our children. And it's not easy, but we keep her spirit with us day in, day out.
We do.
What I have seen is that you guys are very close.
Yeah, he's really
The three of you
strong.
guys,
though, but we
even though
love
you
each
guys
other.
fight, you guys are very, very close. And I tell you this because I come from 3 sisters. You know, my parents, you know, they were together. You know, my
Yeah,
mom was not a
different-
single
different
mom.
aspect, yeah.
You know what I mean? They had their problems. You know, my mom was a very strong woman. My dad always struggled with. He will say he will go to work and then he wouldn't, or he wouldn't bring,
my God,
or
yeah.
he wouldn't bring the money that he would. You know, little things
Yeah,
like that. You know,
like
my mom, my mom would work
So
like
your mom had to like pick up after him.
everything. You know, yeah, she had another
I
child to
downloaded
take
this
care
song.
of. You know,
This is a good song. It's a salsa
Play
song,
it.
but I heard it.
and then
Luna.
so it's another
But it's so-
aspect.
Yeah.
You know, and it's different.
My partner just asked me the other day, like, how would it be, like, how would your life be if your dad was around? And I said, I think he would have been a good dad, and he would have protected us, and I think I would have became
You think so?
different. I think so.
I don't think so.
For my outlook,
Because maybe
my
because you're
dad was-
smaller.
Yeah, maybe
but I
because
think
you
that
know.
I think
I'm gonna tell you
will
something about
know
my
a
dad. I
little
talked
bit
to my
more.
dad.
Yes, I know. Look, I'll tell you something.
We all
about
have
my
different
father.
outlooks on my
Because
dad.
even I'm like kind of like.
Yeah, no.
Because you probably know him more than I
Do you
do.
remember my father?
But
But that was my dad and another person.
But that was
I
my
understand.
dad.
I lived both worlds.
That was my dad.
Both.
But this is
No,
the
but I'll
problem.
tell you this
But
much.
he didn't do anything that he
Conveniencia,
could.
the game, everything. My
But
dad
that's
was
why.
two different.
That's
why
why
I'm
we
telling
are
you.
the way. That's how
Baby,
we.
I love you.
That's what I'm telling you. We're probably better off that he wasn't around.
Yeah.
Because my dad would have introduced us to a lot
But I guess
of
in my
bad
little
shit.
fantasy world, I
And
told.
that's why.
That's why I'm
And
alive.
I told my partner, hey, you know what? I think I would have been like a studious girl. I would have gone to school. And
Negative.
You
Negative,
are
right?
serious.
But that's
Negative.
just my in my fantasy world because I see my friends that have had their dad and they gone down the road where
My dad
it's
wasn't
good, you know?
a righteous person.
No, my dad was traicionero as
My dad was not a righteous person. He wasn't righteous to my mom. My dad did dirty shit to my mom. So in a sense, you know, sometimes people they say that blessings come in disguise. So something
They do,
horrible
they
like
do,
that,
babe.
at the end of the day, could probably be a blessing.
Yeah,
It's
for
upon
sure.
you. Because I grew
did
up
what
with
you
both
want,
my
but
parents. I mean, they
my dad
fought.
being from in jail.
Yeah,
He's
but
still a
no.
little
My dad
grimy.
being from in jail, I picked up on everybody picked up a different thing about my mom and about my dad.
You got this, babe.
I picked up I didn't want my mom to hurt. So when you mentioned Peru, like my sisters love going to Peru, they had that experience. But I would hear my mom like just always crying on that damn phone, and it bothered me for her to cry when she called Peru. It bothered me, cause I would wake up to that shit.
I think
My dad, traicionero. I seen him. I
Yeah.
could see him the way
But-
how it is in the game and how
Yeah.
he really tried to love my mom, but no.
I'm not gonna lie. My dad gets on my nerves,
Yeah.
but I do know that our father loves us because he's been there consistent, even over letters, phone. I don't know.
it's guilt.
Look, unfortunately, I see it different. I see it as he has no other choices in prison.
That's true.
And in prison, all
I
you
love
gotta
how
do.
Kat thinks sometimes.
And
That's
No,
why
and
she's so
I
much
respect
alike.
him for everything that he is.
People
But I
in prison
understand
just
how it is to
tend
be in
do
jail
But
too.
yeah, that's
So
on that
I
side. Yeah,
have
he
a
has no
different
other choice.
perspective.
We're in his shoes.
Like I don't know. I don't know if it's like even.
She just
I
doesn't
don't know
care.
If it's even like good to say something like that, but I feel like as a mother's point of view, the chances when my father calls me and the chances he gets to talk to me instead of telling me, hey, hijita, you know, what are you doing? Is everything okay?
And I
You
tell
know,
him.
He tells me,
Straight up.
you think you can try to send me some cocaine? You think you can try to give me some
He
heroin?
doesn't have that relationship
And,
with me
I'm
'cause I
looking at
tell-
him like, Dad, how the
And
fuck
that
am I
makes a
supposed to
difference.
Get, yeah, how the fuck am I supposed to get heroin? I
That
don't even
makes a
deal with people like
difference.
that.
Oh, hell no.
So
That's
I get
big
offended. My mom had just
I
passed
love-
away. My mom had just passed away maybe 3-4 months ago, and this fool's talking about get some heroin for me.
Oh, no.
See,
I've seen my
I-
mom package up shit for him. She would try to throw it, but I was
Oh,
always nosy.
like those.
She would pack up dolls.
Okay, yeah, mama. I get you.
So it's different. I love my dad. I respect him, but I just know how hard it is to be in jail.
It is.
So therefore, I
Therefore, I
have
know
compassion and I forgive him. We all fuck up, but God gives you exactly what you need.
You reap what you sow,
You see
exactly.
it, babe.
Exactly. Like I'm not a perfect person, but I'm not fucked up. My heart's not fucked up.
I love you.
So you know, he's my father-in-law. He made me. I definitely have his genes, but I just feel like, in a sense, probably it's a blessing that he wasn't in our lives.
Yeah.
Because I think he would have introduced a lot of worse things. And my mom was the kind of person like she because she was alone. She didn't have parents. She didn't have family. She recruited to a lot of people, a lot of the wrong people
Like the wrong
in her
crowds.
life, because she was alone and she was never able to have like
family she
that
wanted.
Como esa, like,
protection. And I know what she
positive.
needs now,
Yeah.
because I sometimes I seek for that. You know what I mean? Or seek for good advice or just some comfort.
Yeah, it's
you know
comfort.
what I mean?
It's comfort. Yeah, I can relate to that because I find comfort with Cece, Carrie Baby.
And if I meet a lady, if I meet a lady,
all day,
and
baby
like
girl.
you all day, because you know what? Just by meeting you, like you got me a good vibe.
No, I just saw you dancing that day at Cece's
Where?
party, and I
Cece's
was like,
And she was like,
that girl.
that girl has good energy.
I was like, she has really good energy.
She didn't give a shit.
I don't give a fuck. I was fucking popping
No,
cherry.
No, for real. I would have not told it because there were other girls there dancing, and they
I know,
didn't
but they
give
were
me
talking
that
shit
vibe,
behind.
you know.
Bitches always
Like
talk
they
shit.
didn't give me,
And I don't give a fuck.
yeah, but they didn't give me like that vibe.
That-
And then
Because I just
when
go
I
with the
saw
flow,
her,
baby.
you know, other people would be like, oh
She
my
was
God,
just
look at that
real.
girl, she's
Yeah.
I'm
drunk.
drunk,
Or look at, no, I was
like,
like, man, se me
no.
contagió su
Su
felicidad.
chispa, sí.
Yeah,
Just
like
that.
it was like, yeah, she's having a good time. Woo.
I love it.
I love it. You know what? Like I'm so grateful to, you know,
Like you, how did you experience what happened to your brother?
that's a tough
was
one.
there.
That was a tough
I was
one.
on FaceTime.
How are you? We're on FaceTime.
I was there with you.
I was there. We were working. I remember.
And that's very recent.
because
But
she felt weird.
I felt weird that day. I
She's
met
been
him early.
when I barely met her, she would always say my brother, my brother, my brother.
Because he was incarcerated, you know. And so when he came out, like
She would always worry for him.
I
They
was
wouldn't
like,
talk.
I always put money in his books. Like I would like make sure.
You guys had like
No,
issues.
we had issues with each other because like I'm a little bit hood than my sister. You know, my
Wait,
sister.
as an outsider, her brother didn't have like a place to go because her household is a very tough
Tiny, it's
situation.
really tiny, and like
And then her mom and her boyfriend,
and
the
her
boyfriend has
boyfriend, like I
rules, they
got,
don't
you know,
follow
like
rules.
I love him for loving my mom and taking care of her, but me and him have issues on the side.
So he wasn't a good stepfather. to
He's
you.
not a good stepfather, and I tell him, thank God today I see my father, and I took a picture with him, and he hugged me, he told me he loves me, and to be good, and
Good.
he's happy for me. He's like, if you go to Mexico, because I'm soon gonna go take a trip to visit my brother, he's gonna make a year, on October 4th, so I'm gonna be out there so I can put his plaque, and I'm gonna take some music and beer.
he's in Mexico?
He's in Mexico. Unfortunately, my brother, we were raised in Nayarit, like Compostela and Miravalles. My dad's from Compostela and my mom's from Miravalles. Miravalles is a little ranch and Compostela is a city. So my parents met, they got married. They had 3 miscarriages before, and then like my brother came along, my mom came to the States, and when my mom came to the States, she was already pregnant for my brother. My brother was born on March 31st, 1995, when Selena Gomez was shot. My mom was in labor. So he was in...
Who's Selena Gomez?
No,
I mean,
Selena.
Quintanilla. Sorry.
talking about?
Oh,
But you know, Selena, bitty bitty bamba. So then I had a sister, and then they had me. Unfortunately, I was not planned, but I'm here, and I'm the baby.
Fortunately, you be.
I'm fortunately because you're right. I think
You're
it's
fortunate.
I'm fortunate. You know, like I'm here. You know, like I'm grateful. I have a lot of blessings, and not only you 3 girls tell me or Veronica. You know, like when I get to meet like even Guera. You know, like a lot of people like. They tell me like you're gifted. You have some good in you. You know, you have potential.
I see it.
I
tell
see
you
it
all the
too,
time.
but I'm not working with it. I ain't functioning.
You eventually you'll get it.
I am gonna get it because I'm growing up, you know, and like
You're
I
young.
feel it, and I feel it like that I'm growing. Like I was not chubby, but I'm cute and chubby. And I love myself.
Hey,
That's right.
I want to sound fat.
Winnie the Pooh.
You know the pillow, you know.
I can't wear.
So I got off topic, but sorry, but I took my brother's death really strong because when he would call me, he'll be like, perrita, perrilla, like, I love you.
You guys were just really close.
We were getting close. So, like, it was, like, about time we were both grown up, and he was all like, my sister's down for me, like, I gotta look like I gotta be
Protect
there.
her, yeah.
Yeah, and back in 2019, he passed away. Like he OD'd as well. My brother died of an overdose in my mom's house. But in 2019, this happened in Lanark Park. Like, you know, he's always been a user like for 10 years, and like, unfortunately, like he thought it was gonna be okay.
So let me ask you a quick question. So what do you think? I know a lot. I could say that a lot of drug addicts, a lot of people that use, they.
I know.
A lot of people try to cover something. Either they're covering
It's
something.
pain. It's
But
pain.
what do you think his pain was? Like, what do you
My
think
pain
started
was
from?
our family when my parents divorced.
Okay.
He was young, and like he always say, "I want my family."
And you want to know
together."
something? I'll tell you this much.
What?
For boys, when parents get divorced, boys take it really hard.
I think boys take
I'm
everything
not up
really
with that.
hard.
And they take it harder, and you know what? The older they are,
And the more stronger you are, it must be
the older they are.
money.
As if you're divorcing, and your kid is about 14, 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, like watch out because.
Expect a fucking emotional several
And I don't
years.
have-
Well, let me
Kids
tell
and
you
I know
something.
it.
Well, let me tell you something. I still go through it. Even though Rennie was not raised by his dad, he was raised by my partner, Pam.
Yeah, of
right?
course, yeah.
So when I separated after all these years of being with her, the only thing was he knowing was her. He knew he has his dad. His dad has always
Of
been
course,
around.
Yeah, he's
But when he was 13.
Yeah.
He was everywhere. I was everywhere. He was everywhere. I was in Chile. I'm over here trying to
She's like,
heal.
I was in
While
Chile.
my kid is just like, I'm thinking he's grown, this and that. And to this day, that kid will throw it in my face.
He throws it in your face. All right, Rennie.
Well, it's because it was a tough age for him. You know what I mean?
He was
He
alone
needed
from
his
being
mom at that
every day.
time.
He had a routine, like regardless of whatever how I lived my life. Rennie had a routine. Like he'll go to bed at 9, take him to school. He knew what was gonna happen. He knew he was gonna eat. He knew he had to read. He knew he had to do this.
and that.
And look,
His
and
routine.
it's not because of me, because Pam will make that shit happen. Because I am not. My mom wasn't. I wasn't into school. I never finished school.
I finished.
The last school I went to was probably junior high, and that was it.
3 years
My
later,
mom
what's
would
up?
leave. My mom would leave me at school, but I would never go to school. I was always trouble.
So when that
Your mom
happened with
enrolled
Ren-
you.
So
my mom enrolled me. I just never met the teachers. And then
when
I'm
that
being
happened
real.
with Pam and you, like you were all over the place, and
My
all
son was,
Rennie was
and
just
Rennie-
trying to survive. 'cause He didn't
Survive.
know how.
And that's smart because that's what my brother will try to do.
But
he
even though I had
survived,
money, even
but
though
he's-
I think I would shut him up with money.
But that's
Because
not right. Because
it
money
wasn't
ain't
right.
shit.
And,
Money ain't shit.
and I've learned that, and now he throws
Money
it in my
is the
face.
root of all
Fuck
evil.
money. Money ain't shit.
I love money.
So,
But
fortunately,
fast money don't
She's
mean
like,
let me
money does
finish.
make me
Let me
happy,
talk
she
about my brother's.
It's
Memorial.
true. Money is the root of all evil, but I think money, the way I look at it, is just like,
Let's have fun. Let's go on vacation.
let's have
Yeah.
fun. It kind of brings me a little bit of.
Little Mexican.
You can do much more.
No, and now
I'm happy with like
your bills paid.
my bills. Like I told my niece, I'm not broke. I'm broke.
Okay, yeah.
As long as like
She's broke.
I'm broke.
Because she's okay.
But it's true. Money is the root of all evil. There's
Fuck
problems.
that
and
shit's always
it-
problems.
the
But
world-
it makes me happy if I spend money on food.
yeah.
I love food.
and weed.
And cute Sheen outfits.
Yes, Sheen for
That's what we were
payments.
talking about earlier.
And
How we
Afterpay.
have to
Rest in peace. Rest in
The
peace,
struggle.
Lester, I love you, baby.
Lester,
Wherever
I've
you're
never met you,
at.
but rest in peace, Lester.
R.I.P.
Take care of your sister.
What?
He's always on me and with me, and I know like he's resting.
The thought of losing one of my siblings just
Shut
kills
the
me.
Hey, that's no scary.
I hate talking about
I don't deserve this, not
Kills
even
me.
to the
I'm so
worst
scared.
enemy.
But this
Scared
is
out
why
of my
we're
ass.
blessed. My mom left us with each other. So it
It's
just seemed
crazy
I
like,
because
can't imagine.
you know what? I had to go and bury my brother. Me and my sister buried my brother. My mom and my dad were in the States, and
That
we were in
scares me.
Mexico.
Death
like I even
scares
asked my
me.
mom, can
Death
you cremate
scares
him?
me.
And
It
she said
is
no.
reality of it.
it is the reality of it.
Look, he's here. He's like, big shut up. You're drunk already.
You said too much.
She's like, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Death
You
is
never say
scary.
too much, no,
Death
I'm gonna
is
fuck.
scary, but if you live like in fear of the death,
I don't,
like
and
you're
I
not
don't
really
fear
living.
no evil
No.
because I don't fear no evil.
The only thing I fear is leaving my kids.
But you know what?
That's the only
I
fear.
fucking miss my
You know
brother.
why?
the only
You know
thing I
why?
fear.
Because
That's
no
the
one will
only
ever
thing I
love your
fear.
kids like.
Well, because I'm a
no
single
matter
mom.
what.
This is why I
Maybe
want my
that's
kid,
why.
this is
'cause
why I want Rennie to have a lot of kids.
No.
For he can love, for they can love
Like for
him.
example, you have, you know,
You know what?
them
Like,
kids.
my
You know
brother
if something
could've had
fuck
so
them
you
kids.
know it's gonna be good.
Unfortunately,
Because
this
he has his
shitty-ass
dad.
person
You know what I mean?
took
So
a
it's
plan
big
B, and I seen that my brother stinks after he passed away. I seen the plan B, and that bitch knows who she is, and we could run it. I had a dream of you last night, bitch. Hey, puta barata.
Hey,
I don't
yeah.
know ella.
Ya se
Nah,
enojó.
but you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what?
chao.
Like,
Ya se enojó.
no me enojé, you know, es que tengo sentimientos y quiero
She's letting it out.
sacarlos.
That's what we're
Because
here
you know
for.
what, I'm still grieving, you know, like.
Yeah,
We're
I
here
can
for.
totally
That's the
feel you.
reason why we're here.
I
We're
could
here to
feel
let it all
it,
out.
you know?
This
You
is
are
a
still
therapy
grieving and it
session.
never stops.
I know.
It
and
gets
I-
a little
It gets
easier.
better.
It does get a
There's
little
days.
better because it's only been 8 months. Imagine, bro.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's really recent.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
That's
fucking
super
recent
recent.
as fuck.
We
Like,
grieved my mom, and the way we would like go through it is by eating out to her favorite restaurants.
Ah.
And by the
used to go
time,
Well, look, if we could have a misa every year, we would have. But you know what?
You
The
guys
one
don't go
day.
to misa?
No, we did it till my mom was almost 5 years, and the
Yeah, and then
Padrecito
the priest
told us.
y'all crazy. You need to go put this lady. You need to go put this lady to rest.
and he checked us real
Yeah,
quick.
he
We're
did.
like, okay, and after that, we never did it
It's because we
again.
grew up knowing that.
Yeah.
We grew up
No, we
knowing.
didn't.
It's a. I don't know,
it
a
is time.
Peruvian thing.
It's time, girl. My mom
You
has
do that at
been-
church or something, or it's a Catholic thing. I don't know what it is, but
No,
yeah.
Vero, my mom's been almost 11
10
years.
year- yeah, 10
almost
years.
11 years that she's
Yeah,
passed away, and we
her
still
mom.
have her ashes, and we need to put her in a sacred place already.
But it's in the works though.
Yeah, it's
we're
in the
gonna
works.
all get our passport.
We all have to go. You
Yeah.
can't
Where,
just
to
go.
Peru?
I
yeah,
can't
we're
just
taking
let
her
it
to
go.
Peru. We're taking her to Peru.
Nice.
We're all going to Peru, like hopefully by 20.
She loves Peru. That's her motherland. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's one reason that we all can use to go
Okay,
back
so-
at least once a year.
Change of subject. Since we're all Peruvians and we all grew up in the valley with a lot of like different cultures, was it hard being Peruvian out here?
No.
No, I was always the special one. I was more the
too.
exotic one.
Me too.
Peruvian.
I was Peruvian, so
It was always a thing to be a Peruvian.
always a thing to be Peruvian.
All
but
the
It's like
friends.
because they would always say, "Are you Mexican?" No, I'm Peruvian.
no.
Oh, what's Peru?
Oh, what?
Right?
and then especially
So I was
when-
always proud. So.
and yeah,
And our accent.
and our accent, or well, my accent's kind of Mexican, but
Me too.
when you meet someone and you introduce them to your family,
It's not
whatever,
Mexican,
and
it's
then
Californian.
You feed them, they automatically, it's like they fall in love with the food as well. Yeah. You get
They
what I'm
always fall in love with the food.
saying? Always.
Even if it's not good, nah.
All my exes
Live in Texas.
remember me because of the food.
Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
I live in Texas.
Yes, it's the food that
Well,
always marks it.
You know, I think we should just wrap it up. You know, I think we already hitting our 60-minute, right?
Yeah.
So we are definitely gonna get together again. We're gonna have another episode. Definitely just randomly talk about whatever comes to the table.
I know
So
we kind of like skip and like we're from one topic
Where'd
to
you go to
another.
the back?
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
whole
Or
point.
if anyone
And
wants
then
to
like-
ask questions and know something, maybe ask him, we could talk about it.
Yeah, we could talk about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout
definitely.
out to the Rooms LA, to the Lomos on Wheels,
To my
Canova Park.
brother-in-law
All
that
of
let us
it
borrow
to,
his studio.
to the brother-in-law.
Thank you, brother-in-law.
Thank you, brother-in-law.
Luna.
Yeah, definitely.
Roomsy.
Thank you. We appreciate your time, and
That's-
and we're back.
Yeah.
Next episode.
And by the
Yeah,
way, he
definitely.
raps and sings. So
Yeah.
y'all
Like,
check him out.
comment,
But my favorite
share.
song never made it out.
Well,
Bless
we'll be
you.
seeing you guys next Sunday. We're wrapping it up.
God
See
bless
you guys.
you
God bless
all.
everybody.
Have a great
Peace.
day.
Yay. That was not so bad.
That wasn't so bad.
You guys didn't let me talk, but yeah.
Hey, yeah, you didn't really